Hey guys, Neomis here. So for today's video, I'm going to be giving my preview and my thoughts on the Europa League final between Chelsea and Arsenal. Stay tuned and please subscribe if you haven't done so already. Let's go. So we got 3 days left. It's now 3 days left until the Europa League final, and so many talking points. And I would have done this a lot sooner, but I thought, you know what, there's going to be lots of drama to kind of talk about. So let me leave it to really as late as I possibly can. But so for this game, I mean, this is a big game for Arsenal. It's a big game for the history of our club. We haven't been to a European final in well over 10 years, and that was in the Champions League. It's our first proper final in the Europa League, and it would be fantastic for us to bring this trophy back home to the Arsenal and really to celebrate it at the Emirates, because the Emirates hasn't had much trophies apart from a few FA Cups, some Community Shields, but this would be a brilliant opportunity for us to add to the silverware that we generally do. But let's look at some of the points and the reasons why I think Arsenal will win this game. And my prediction for this game, I think it's going to be 2-1. And here's the reasons why I think that there's going to be a 2-1 victory towards the Arsenal. Firstly, Loftus Cheek is injured. Now, I know everybody's thinking Ruben Loftus Cheek, like, who gives a shit? But Ruben Loftus Cheek has been fantastic in the Europa League, has created lots of chances, scored lots of goals, and has been an absolute threat for them playing within the Europa League, and they are sure going to miss him in that game. And unfortunately, they won't have his dynamism to be able to upset Arsenal. And I think that actually having him out of this game is a real plus. So overall, I think, you know, their midfield is going to be a lot weaker, especially with the fact, for my second point, Kante injured. Today, news today, Kante is injured. Kante is a big doubt to play in that Europa League final. And that is probably the best news that I could possibly ask for, apart from Hazard being injured, but he's not. But Kante is out. That means that their midfield is going to be considerably weak. That means that they're probably going to have to make some really big changes in regards to how they're going to play that midfield. Who knows? I mean, it's probably going to be Jorginho in that midfield. Maybe they'll put maybe something like a 4-3-3 with Kovacic, Jorginho, and Ross Barkley in there, who I think is okay and has had a decent season, but to be honest, nothing that we should be fearful of. But overall, big loss for Chelsea to be able to lose out on Kante for the Europa League final. Another injury, we got Rudiger. Has been a staple in that Chelsea defense, has been absolutely fantastic this season for them. He's a player that if Chelsea didn't want him, I actually think that we should go after him as well, to add as that kind of additional support. I think that he would fit right into in our starting 11, and it's unfortunate that Chelsea won't be able to be using Rudiger within the Europa League final. So again, another plus, another injury for Chelsea. And I know all the salty Chelsea fans are going to be like, why does he keep talking about the injuries? But you know what, I'm an Arsenal fan. Like, this is what it's about. Any advantage we could have over Chelsea right now, I will take it. So there we go, another 3 Chelsea injuries, and you know, they've all come over the past couple of weeks, so can't complain there. So again, another reason why I think Arsenal are going to win this game 2-1. Now let's look at some of the top guys. Now we got Olivier Giroud, former Arsenal servant, former Gunner, one of my actually favorite players that has come over the past 5 years at the Arsenal. He's going to be in the Chelsea side. He's probably going to be starting probably with Higuain up top, or maybe Higuain will come up off the bench. But the fact of the matter is, Giroud is Chelsea's top scorer in the Europa League. He's got 10 goals. No other player in the Europa League has scored more goals than Olivier Giroud. And you know what? It's going to be one of those ones where it could be seen as maybe we have a 12th man on the pitch. I know he recently come out in an interview saying about, you know, now his blood bleeds blue. Bullshit. No, it doesn't. Your blood bleeds red. Red! I tell you, red! You're on Arsenal. And I can't wait to see if we manage to have that kind of 12th man on the pitch. Maybe he scores an own goal. Olivier Giroud, I believe in you. I believe in you so much that I hope you'll do us a favor in this game. But all jokes aside, yeah, Olivier Giroud, he's going to be a big threat against Arsenal. Obviously, he's got his height, something that we don't have in our defense, and we're going to have to be very, very mindful of that in the final. Now, of course, everybody knows about this one thing. Henrik Mkhitaryan obviously is not going to the Europa League final because of everything that's been going on with him in regards to this whole Armenian-Azerbaijan dispute. And you know, it's very unfortunate. He's been one of those players that have played the majority of the Europa League games that we've had, and you know what, he will be missed. His goals, his work rate, I think will be missed in this squad, and it'd be really sad to see him not be able there to also hold that Europa League final, especially since, in my honest opinion, I think he will be leaving the club in the summer. Also, Danny Welbeck is going to be now back in the squad. He's traveling with the squad to Azerbaijan. There's a very, very, very good chance that Danny Welbeck will be playing in this game. I don't know if he will start, but definitely he will be on the bench. He'll be one of the guys that will be add that additional support. And even though I'm not a big fan of Danny Welbeck, even though he's not the most clinical a striker, and even though, to be honest, I'm not sure if he will be able to get us a goal, but wouldn't it be something for Danny Welbeck to come on the last 10-15 minutes of the game and scored a winning goal, similar to how he did against Leicester a few seasons back when Leicester won the league. We were one of the only sides to actually stop them home and away that season. And it could be a really good send-off for Danny Welbeck in this game. So really actually happy to have him in the squad. And I know that at the very least his work rate would bring Arsenal something new, something different into this game. And finally, I mean, I can't stress enough the importance of this game. This is a game that's going to be affecting so much, and the biggest thing that this game will affect is signings. Once again, this is going to affect the targets that we go after in the summer. It's going to affect whether players will actually want to join us. So we've got the likes of Ryan Fraser, who, you know, in my last video I talked about, they're going to be looking to talk about coming to Arsenal, whether he's going to be playing in the Champions League or the Europa League. That's going to all be something that he's going to want to consider coming to Arsenal. Again, it's going to be one of those things where, are we going to go after Samuel Umtiti, or are we going to go after somebody like a William Saliba, who's a lot cheaper, or Walter Kahneman, who again is a lot cheaper than Samuel Umtiti. So all of these different aspects is something that will affect this game, and it's going to affect us, to be honest, for the next few years, unless we get those kind of signings right, if we don't make it into the Champions League. But guys, let me know what you think below in the comments, whether what this game is going to be like. Do you think that the game is going to end 2-1 as I predicted? Or do you think it's going to be a draw, penalties? At the end of the day, leave your comments below. Let's get a discussion going over the next few days. And I will see you guys for the final. Peace.